Hello again, this is Dr. Juanita Becker. I forgot to mention in my introductory video a little bit of my background. I'm going to adjust this a little bit. My bachelor's degree is in piano performance from the Oberlin Conservatory of Music in Ohio. My master's degree is from the University of Wisconsin-Madison, where I had the opportunity to take a graduate music theory course with Dr. Bruce Benward, one of the main author of the textbook that we're using. And then for a short period of time, I was an adjunct and professor of music, and I taught oral skills and at Stetson University in DeLand, Florida, in their School of Music. And I think part of the reason I got that position was because they were using the Benward textbook, and I had studied with Dr. Benward. And then from there I went and did my doctorate at Florida State University, and it's in a piano performance, accompanying and chamber music. But I have a strong music theory background. I've taught music theory off and on over the last 20 years here at Wisconsin Lutheran College. So one of the first things I want to introduce you to, in case you aren't familiar with the piano keyboard, is the setup for the piano keyboard, because that's going to be very helpful in understanding music theory, and I hope this lighting doesn't bother it too much. So you notice that the keyboard is divided into groups of 2 black keys and 3 black keys. So you can sit down on a piano and practice finding the groups of 2 black keys and 3 black keys. The music alphabet is C, D, E, F, G, A, B, or A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and then it starts over. So on the piano, if you're looking to start with A is right here. I haven't done upside down in a while. But if you want to start with C, you have, under the 2 black keys, you have C, D, E. So then you can practice looking for a group of 2 black keys and finding C, D, E. Those 3 white keys under the 3 black keys. 2 black keys, C, D, E. And then under the 3 black keys is F, G, A, B. 3 black keys, F, G, A, B. And drill yourself a little bit at a piano. Just give your brain a chance to grasp it. So first of all, find all the groups of 2 black keys, and then and then underneath there find C, D, E, C, D, E, C, D, E, and then look for the groups of 3 black keys, F, G, A, B, F, G, A, B, F, G, A, B. It will also help you to practice saying the music alphabet backwards, which is G, F, E, D, C, B, A. So if you can say the music alphabet forwards, and I'm not joking, we are far away from being in kindergarten, me further than you. Kindergartners and first graders don't have much trouble with the alphabet music theory games that I play with them. But the farther you get away from it, we've moved past A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and we are not as one with that. So if you just on your own quietly, when you're walking to another class, practicing A, B, C, D, E, F, G, G, F, E, D, C, B, A, G, F, E, D, C, B, A, and then A, C, E, G, B, D, F, which is the alphabet in thirds. That will help you a lot, and we'll probably play some of those games here, although not at the moment. So that's just a little introduction for the keyboard. I will do more with that later. Now, this is for the introduction in the textbook, the materials of music, sound, and time. The 4 words you want to commit to memory are pitch, intensity, timbre, and duration. And those words are, where are they? Under topics, pitch, there's intensity, duration, and timbre. And they're on page X15 in italics. Those are the 4 properties of sound. Now, how is pitch created? How is sound created? Sound comes to us through airwaves, and the airwaves make our eardrums vibrate, and that causes us to hear sound. So if I go like this, that is a noise, it's not a musical sound. And that causes the air to vibrate, and that vibrating air comes to your eardrums and makes them vibrate, and then you hear something. When you play an instrument, parts of the instrument, either the strings or the sounding board or the air inside, vibrate, and then the vibration is a sound wave. When the sound wave increases, that's compression, and when it decreases, it's rarefaction. And, so that's one of the reasons why, and, if you really want to understand that, you have to take a physics class with Dr. Carrie Keene. If you look at organ pipes, the longest, biggest organ pipes, it takes the air a long time to travel from top to bottom. And so that gives you a low sound. The little teeny tiny thin pipes that aren't very tall, the air goes back and forth really fast. And that gives you a very high-pitched sound. So that's in the simplest terms possible. I'm not going to ask you questions about compression and rarefaction. I will not speak to what Professor Hubert might ask. But frequency is an important concept. Frequency is what I just talked about. The speed at which the compression rarefaction happens gives you the highness or lowness of pitch. And pitch is the highness or lowness of a sound, and variations in frequency are what we hear as variations in pitch. So the technical thing is the frequency changes, and what we hear is that the pitch changes. And the greater the number of sound waves produced per second, the higher the pitch. A tone is a particular definite pitch. Intensity is the loudness or softness of pitch. So read this over a couple times and then try to think how you would explain it to your younger brother or sister, and then I think you will understand it. Now, we have signs in music, which you probably already know about, indicating the intensity of the sound. And by the way, intensity on the piano, for example, happens with speed of attack. And also if I'm clapping. So if I clap very slowly, it's a very soft sound. The faster I clap, the louder the sound. The sign for the most soft is pianissimo. Pianissimo, 2 P's. Slightly louder than pianissimo is piano, 1 P. Slightly louder than piano is mezzo piano, medium soft. Slightly louder than that is mezzo forte, half, it really means half loud. We have a mezzanine floor. If you go in the elevator in the Fine Arts Building, there's floor 1, floor 2, and floor M. And the mezzanine floor is the floor with no windows. It's halfway between floor 1 and floor 2. And then louder than half loud is loud, forte. And louder than loud is fortissimo, super loud. So again, pianissimo, piano, mezzo piano, mezzo forte, forte, fortissimo. Then we get into duration, and that is going to be a separate video because I have to get my equipment